A conclusion to the build-up that I set up.
You're protecting someone.
Get away from me! Why should I trust you?
Because right now, I'm your best chance of staying alive. This organization, do you know what it's called?
Its name is Spectre.
And do you know who links them all?
Me.
Spectre. So Spectre, much like Skyfall, is directed by Sam Mendes. It also stars, much like the other Daniel Craig James Bonds, no surprise here, Daniel Craig as well. It also happens to star Léa Seydoux, Christoph Waltz, Ray Fiennes, and Ben Whishaw, as well as Dave Bautista as well. So basically, Inspector James Bond, he goes on a mission in Mexico City, it all goes to crap. He ends up coming back home, coming back to England, getting grounded by M. Then he goes on another adventure to find out who's behind the organization, Spectre. There's a lot more in there, don't want to spoil it. I'm just gonna put it out, the best, probably the highlight of the movie is the opening 5-10 minutes. And it's this gigantic, long tracking sequence. And so far I have loved every opening sequence of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. This one, no exception. Still love it. It's basically Daniel Craig in Mexico City, and it's him walking around with this girl, trying to follow this guy, and they're wearing masks, and when the girl takes off their mask, I'm like, I swear that's one of my classmates 10 years from now. So the opening sequence, 5-10 minutes, if you're gonna spend $20, this is a way to do it. On the opening 5-10 minutes of Spectre. So Spectre pretty much tries to attempt what Mission Impossible Rogue Nation does, in like disassembling the field agents and setting in drones and droids to do all the spies and espionage work. The acting from everyone, solid. It is. Daniel Craig, he does Daniel Craig, James Bond. There's not much added to his character. Like Léa Seydoux, she was good. She's not my favourite. They tried to make her like this Vesper character. They just needed more development between her, and there was this one awkward moment after a fight sequence where she's like, what do we do now? Cuts to them having sex. Dave Bautista, yeah, after Guardians of the Galaxy, I would not have been surprised had he not got another role, but he got another one, this time in Spectre, a James Bond movie. He plays a guy called Mr. Hinks. Except you don't know his name is Mr. Hinks until the credits. Because no one calls him Mr. Hinks, he doesn't say what his name is, and he only has one line of dialogue in the movie. And allow me to quote him. Shit. Christoph Waltz was the villain in this Spectre, but Javier Bardem as the villain in Skyfall, amazing! It really is. And then in Spectre, the villain, it's so underwritten, so underutilized. Christoph Waltz is a great actor, and he's just so underutilized and nearly useless here. Very nearly useless. His plan is so overcomplicated that I can only compare it to one other James Bond film that most people don't like, and it's Quantum of Solace. My biggest problem with the movie by far was the writing. The writing was so poor. It really, there were not plot holes, it was just poorly written dialogue. Like, with this, the Bond films, it started off as something completely brand new, and then it started working its way back to like something of the old stuff. They've added the shaken not stirred thing. One of the things I hated about the movie is the tonal shifts, so when it got campy and cheesy, I'm thinking, Q made a joke at one stage in the movie, and I'm just wondering, Q didn't make a joke before, Q was just kind of cynical. And then in the middle of an action scene, there would be some sort of light-hearted moment joke, so it was just shifts from dark and serious to something completely cheesy and campy. For a well-directed, okay acted, poorly written movie, I can only compare this to my feelings towards Fast and Furious 7. I'm going to give Spectre a 6 out of 10. It was overall a really big disappointment for me. It really was. Leave a like down below and don't forget to share this video. Have you seen Spectre? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to become one of the Platypus. I'm on Snapchat at Platypus0015 and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.